City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the Blueberry Jordan 12 scheduled to release Wednesday, December 18th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so I can see how they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Tumble leather here on these. Black text and logo on the tongue. Just like these have. Game Royal Blue here on the side. I know these are called Blueberry, but the actual color, according to the color description, is Game Royal, which is different enough from the darker shade that's on the French Blue 12s that many have been comparing these to. I'll talk about this more later, but as you can see, they're really not that similar. I mean, they are similar, but the blues are different enough. And there's a pretty heavy tumble on the upper. A little heavier than I would have expected. It could just be that the letter's a little wrinkly up here and it's kind of appearing that the tumble's a little heavier. Like, yeah, maybe that's it, because back here it's not that crazy. But like right here it looks heavy, but I think that's really because of the wrinkle there. Here's the inner side. I really like the shade of blue on these. It's fire. Chrome eyelets on these, once again, just like the white and reds. And, you know, plenty of others. Here on the back, they got the black strip with a blue box or outline around gray and white text. Up here, there's a blue Jumpman on the gray square, which makes them exactly like these from the back, just in blue, which I feel like we all could have probably assumed, but they always like to make little changes back here. So I wasn't really sure about this, but yeah, it's exact. These have an all black interior and a blue Jumpman on the insole. With all the other similarities, you probably could have guessed that the outsole on these was going to be a blue version of the outsole that the white and red 12s have, which they did. Which means that they have this slight translucent blue on the bottom, and that looks so good. Like, it's barely see-through, but it definitely makes a difference. Same way it did on the white and reds, and even though I like red better than blue, for some reason the translucent blue just hits different. I don't know if it's just because I'm more used to seeing these, but this outsole goes crazy. They come in the usual OG style 12s box with the Jumpman logo on it. Usual paper inside. Here's the box label. Air Jordan 12 Retro in white, black, and Game Royal. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
Every money opportunity, I'm on it. I go to thought for acting funny, shit get haunted. I don't believe half the shit that they tell me. I got everything I need, there ain't shit you can sell me. I bring that check in like I was about to stay at a telly. I'm touching bread every day like I work in a deli. Yes, sir. But I ain't over no grill making no chopped cheese. Me and bro invested our profits here and we chop cheese. You see the drip, that's the reason that I could cop these.
These are fire. Not a must for me necessarily, but I might want them still. Kind of on the fence about it. I really don't need them, but this blue looks good on them, so I do kind of want them. on them, but we'll see. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that these are a blue version of the white and red 12s. You look at them from every angle, it's really the same shoe where these are red. I was looking long and hard for a difference besides the blue and the red, and the only thing I could find is back here on the strip. See on the white and red 12s, it's like white on the inside and around here. On these, it's all black. But other than that, I mean, everything, the inside, the insoles, everything is exactly the same other than the red and blue and the, you know, little thing under the back strip, which is so insignificant that I wouldn't even really count that. But yeah, now we got the blue Power Ranger to go with the red one. This royal blue they have on these is definitely lighter than an actual blueberry, but I think what they did with the nickname was, since so many people insist on calling these the cherry 12s, they're embracing that and gave us blueberries to go with the cherries. I know a lot of people were commenting on pictures and posted these saying that they should have just gave us the French blue 12s instead. And I understand somebody who doesn't have the French blues, especially if they never had them and really want them, I could see a release like this being a little frustrating. But let's not act like you can't go and get you some French blues. It's not like French blues are hard to get or go for a lot of money or aren't wearable. This is not a difficult shoe to acquire. They're inexpensive, they're 12s, they don't crumble on the midsole like Jordan 2s through 9s do. So it doesn't matter if this last release is 8 years old, you can still wear them. You can even still wear 2004 French blues. I mean, you can't go play ball in them or nothing like that, but like if you're just wearing them casually, you definitely can. The only thing that would happen is, I know eventually on 12s, this part right here does start to deteriorate. You see that happen on a lot of 97 pairs. The original True Blues are from 2004, so those are a little bit more recent, so that's why like that hasn't happened to those yet. But so if you really want French Blue 12s, you can go on Go or wherever you prefer to buy from and go get them. Man, these shits are cheaper than I thought. We got a few sizes under 200. I thought they'd be at least like 220ish. There's pairs for 190. We got a 9 for 174. And y'all over here complaining about this shoe that's gonna retail at 210 not being French Blue 12s. Well, you can go and get you some French Blue 12s right now for like 190. I don't want to hear it. I don't. And on top of that, are these two even similar enough to be having this kind of conversation? Because like I definitely see the resemblance. Like I get it, it's a white base shoe with the blue on the sides, but like the blues are just like, French blue is kind of a weird shade of blue. Like it's low-key hard to match. And I feel like this is something that you don't really realize until you actually get the shoe. But trust me, if you never had these and you don't already know, like they're not as easy to match as you would think. I know you can always wear white with them, you can always wear gray with them, even red. But there's even been a few situations where I was out shopping somewhere and I saw something that I thought might have matched these and came home and I realized it didn't. And that's not the only shoe that this has happened to, but it definitely would happen with a shoe like this. That's part of the reason why now when I go shopping for a particular shoe, I'm gonna bring the shoe with me. Pull it out in the store, hold it up next to the clothes. Yeah, I'm that guy. This is my first pair of 12s, and I remember getting them, and I was like, oh, I could wear these with a lot of my blue stuff. And when I tell you, I was trying to put it on with a lot of my blue clothes, and I'm like, oh, this don't really match. And I just kind of had to wear them with like jeans and a white tee. Jeans and a white tee with the French blues was crazy. It was a nice, easy, clean fit, especially if you got some nice denim on. Yeah, but if I ever tried to match the blue or something, it always seemed like damn near impossible. Like I said, other than with denim. These, on the other hand, are regular royal blue that's gonna match a lot of things a lot better than French blue does. And I guess my main point with that is like, there's a lot of blue clothing that I have that I would like to wear with these, but it just doesn't quite match to my liking. Whereas with these, they would match a lot of that stuff. A lot of my Clippers gear, my vintage 76ers gear. Like this is like a Washington Wizards blue, like when Jordan played for them. Like I got a Jordan Wizards jersey, I got some Wizards shorts. Like those are the only things, well not the only things, but like those are some of the only things that I know, like, oh yeah, the French blues go with those. Other than that though, they're really hard to match. And my point with that is, as much as I love these, with them being so hard to match a lot of blues, I feel like as a collector, like these two could definitely coexist in my collection. Even though they look very similar at first glance, it's a white and blue Jordan 12. Like if I want to wear, you know, a certain blue shirt, it really might not match these, but it might match these. I feel like these could match a lot of the blue things that you would really want or would kind of expect your French blue 12s to be able to match, but they kind of don't. At least that's how I would look at these if I get these. And another thing about the whole they should have gave us French blues instead thing is, how many times do y'all want to see the same shoe release? Like they already be retroing stuff too frequently as it is. Like y'all don't need to encourage them anymore. We got these in 2016. Like I was saying before, if you really wanted them, you could get them at an affordable price. They're still wearable. So like, do y'all just want them to just keep re-releasing the same shoe every couple of years, whether we need them or not? Like, you know, as much as we love the French Blue 12s, we need other shoes like this to kind of be able to appreciate them. I be trying to tell people this all the time. You know, you see these, whether you like them or not, there's a good chance you're probably going to think of the French Blue 12s just because they have that white base and the blue on the side. Even if it's not the same shade, you're going to think about French Blues. Once French Blues are on people's minds, they're searching them up, they're talking about them, they're building that hype, thinking about how you want them or how you used to have a pair and how you want them again, or how your 2016 pair is cooked and you need a new pair. All of that stuff. And it's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be like the talk of the world, but it is going to make people think about the French Blue 12s as it has, which is perfect timing because the French Blue 12s actually are going to re-release next year in 2025. I don't know a date yet. I believe it'll be in fall, but y'all know how they be changing shit up sometimes. So I'll speak on that more once I get more confirmed info. But yeah, I got what y'all asked for. So all the we should have got French Blue 12s instead. People can shut the fuck up. We're getting these and the French Blue 12s. Enough about True Blues for now. We'll discuss them some more a few months down the line when I touch that 2025 pair for our early comparison review. You know how that goes. I'm just glad these did not come out looking like the initial mock-up images. If you look at this screenshot right here, these are the initial mock-ups, like a blue version of Red Taxi. If you watch my review on the Red Taxi 12s, you know how I feel about that nickname. So them doing a Blue Taxi 2 would have pissed me off twice. So I'm glad they didn't do that. But if you look at the SKU and the color description, it's the same exact as these. So those Blue Taxi 12 mock-ups actually turned out to be these. And I think that was a great idea. Because even though the nickname shit aside, these are much more appealing than the Blue Taxis would have been. With the way sneakers have been selling lately and the lack of respect 12s are getting nowadays, I thought this would be an easy cop on release day. But just looking at where the market is now, the day of release, it's looking like these are going to sell out. Yeah, we're looking at like 260, 270 in most sizes. And when the market's that far off from retail, that's when the resellers tap in. So if you want them, don't sleep on them. I know we're not used to pairs releasing on a Wednesday. They usually do Saturday when, you know, you might have a whole different schedule. You know, a lot of people work on Wednesdays, a lot don't on Saturdays. So just don't forget, if you miss out, there should be a few restocks. Not as many as like Black Cements or Columbia's, but there will be some. And if you have the patience to wait, I think after a couple of weeks of being out, the market's going to trickle down to closer to retail. Resell should be able to make a little bit of money off of these up front. But like I just said, after a few weeks, we'll see that market drop down closer to retail and those profit margins are going to get thinner and thinner. So do what works best for you. But if you want a pair of these for yourself, I wish you the best of luck in getting them in your size for retail. If this video is helpful or informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you subscribe, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.